The story of the snow blanket in the enchanted forest. Once winter makes its presence known in the enchanted forest, we find that the black bear, the many chipmunks, and the resident woodchuck have all left on vacation to avoid our snow blanket. Others prepare to dig in and wait. The possum carries leaves in his prehensile tail, just look at that, to build a nest. And a squirrel makes trip after trip, carrying leaf in its mouth to build a nest in an old hollow tree. This is the time when we discovered just how clever the townies, our regulars, are at finding food under the snow blanket. The animals have each developed their own style for dealing with the snow blanket. Now, the opossum has feet that act just like snowshoes. On the other hand, Coyote treads pretty softly on snow while he's out there sniffing for prey. The gray fox takes sniffing a step further as he sniffs and then digs and digs for his prey. The striped skunk uses her long, curved front claws, which are designed for digging, to dig out some buried food. While snow carpets the ground, some animals dig in this blanket of snow in search for food. But others, such as this raccoon, use a different method, and they climb above the ground to get a better view of their prospects. And then what is really amazing is how some animals use their memory to uncover some of their favorite food, like teaberry or wintergreen. Or some animals remember where they previously created and stored their own food in a pantry, and now they return for their goods. And then there are those, such as the deer, who remember where delicate morsels, such as pumpkin, were present before the snow blanketed the area. As the snow blanket deepens, animals exhibit their cleverness by using their feet as tools, such as this crow. Watch as he holds the peanut down with his foot while cracking it open, the shell, with his beak. Many use their front paws as hands, such as we do, to hold their precious food. The opossum may use one or both paws to grasp his meal while eating. And the raccoon may squash or rub his food together between his front paws to soften the delicacy. Front paws may also be used for hygiene purposes. The rabbit does a great job of scrub-a-dub-dub on his face. And a young male deer gives his shoulder a lick and a promise, but then he lovingly reaches over and washes his twin sister's face or ears. The back leg also makes a great scratching stick for those hard to reach places. Coyote finds that sometimes you just have to scratch that itch. And Red Fox has discovered that taking time out for a break for a good scratch can be very relaxing. Feet may be used for more than scratching when a snow blanket is present. You just might need to use those feet when the snow blanket has left behind high snowbanks for you to climb. Or you just might like to use those feet front and back for a nice good stretch. And another way that feet may be used is to mark your territory within the enchanted forest so there's no doubt as to who's who. Feet are an important factor for the wild animals without a doubt, but they also have an increased hearing abilities that no way can we match. Many of the animals, such as the deer and the rabbit, have the ability to swivel their ears so they can pinpoint the source of sound and where it's coming from. When the snow adds to its blanket in the enchanted forest, we find there are times to work at getting food, but there are also times that animals enjoy the snow. This red fox is pausing to stop and smell the roses with his whole body by enshrouding himself in the delightful texture of snow. This lone rabbit leaps with joy as he rockets or passes by the row of arborvitae. He also enjoys the company of others and likes to play with a partner from time to time. The snow makes a delightful carpet for some squirrels to clamber and frolic across. Wow. While some animals take time to play, others, such as opossums, seem to be much more serious when they get together. And then there are the romantics. This male coon tenderly nuzzles his partner as they use their noses to search for food. And this gray fox pair chatter sweet nothings to each other as they do a little smooching before moving on. While these crows, who have mated for life, munch quietly, we discover that bluebirds, who are very social beings, can sometimes get upset with one another. We can see that deer families also express a difference of opinion to each other from time to time. Whether you raise a ruckus or you arrive, like the juncos, only after the snow carpets the ground, thus you're referred to as snowbirds, the enchanted forest welcomes you. We are glad to see you come. We are happy to see you wander and roam throughout the forest. It's nice to see when you pause and relax for a while. And we can relate to the times that you have a problem making a decision, coming or going. And we will miss you when you leave the forest to return home for a while. Yes, the snow blanket may add some discomfort and at times be challenging, but the memories are great. Thank you, Enchanted Forest visitors, for honoring us with your presence. We look forward to the days ahead with and without the snow blanket.